There's 5 really big mistakes that I see everyone make when starting a new e-commerce site. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking them down and going through each one. And I can guarantee that you're making at least one of these mistakes. And I made basically all of these mistakes. So stick around to the end. I'm sure that you'll find a lot of value in this. Getting straight into it, number one, no one knows your store exists. Now, this is probably one of the things that I wish I knew the earliest on. I spent way too much time busy working on my logo, on my theme and the photos. I hired a photographer, a friend to do all of the photos, and I try to make it look so pretty, so nice, and try to optimize conversion. And no one really was landing on my store, which means I can't convert off of 0 initial leads, right? So this is probably one of the biggest things. If you click off of this right now, you need to learn how to get attention, right? Otherwise, your store is dead before it even starts. Okay, and that's exactly what I had. No sales. I had a beautiful store and I couldn't understand why I wasn't having thousands come in daily into my account. And it was dead before it started. No one knows your store exists. You need to start learning how to get attention. There's different ways that you can do this. So to get this traffic, you can get organic traffic, right? Which would be making some TikTok videos. Even YouTube could be free sources of traffic where you are actually pushing people to your site. Other sources of traffic would obviously be paid traffic like meta ads, etc. So completely up to you. But either way, you need people to sell products to. You can't sell to no one. So that's very important. Okay, number 2, products don't sell, solutions and moments do. And I'll quickly use an example of my daughter's cap. Now, although this cap technically, right, does its job, it provides shade for me if it were to fit, we also need to talk about this within a moment, right? So yes, does it fix a solution or solve a solution? Yes, it provides shade on a hot day when I need it. However, if I picture myself wearing this, right? Okay, it doesn't fit. She's 4 years old. Oh, okay, you get the point. But if I were to wear this out and go watch my brother's rugby game or go to the beach, everyone's got their own taste. This is not really my taste. And I don't want to live that moment out. I don't want to see people staring at me wondering why I have a little girl's Elsa hat on. If that's your style, no judgment. But for me, definitely don't want that. So that's a moment I would like to avoid, right? Now, if this was a cool sports cap or a brand that I really liked, Adidas or Under Armour, then I could picture myself in that moment thinking, what would people think in that moment? Now, it's not really about what people think, but at the end of the day, people also buy things with moments in mind, and you need to be able to sell with moments in mind. And that's very important. So yes, we're not just selling products. We're not just selling caps. Okay, we're not just selling a cell phone. Again, cell phone. Think of an iPhone. What moment does that person experience? They're sitting at a cafe, they got their MacBook out, they got their iPhone next to it. There's a certain feeling that they feel in that moment. Those are the moments that you want to sell. Okay, number 3, it's simpler than you think, I promise. This is honestly mostly me talking to my younger self. I ran this cafe, Desro Coffee, for about 5 years, right? And quite embarrassingly, I never, not once, set up delivery for my coffee. And I had customers asking, please, we want in Joburg. Obviously, it started out with friends and family, started competing in the industry, getting a bit well known, and people were asking for the coffee. And I was so intimidated by all the things I had to do with the website that I never got that set up initially. I never set up shipping and couriers because I thought it was so complicated. And yet I had friends who just started selling a clothing brand or printed shirts, and then all of a sudden they had courier and free shipping built into the websites. And I was so overwhelmed and just spent so much time researching and studying that I never actually just did it. And this is really what I want to encourage you with as well. It is simpler than you think. The second time around, when I started Brew Better with a couple of my friends and we were selling coffee equipment, well, that went way quicker because I just did it. I set up with a courier guy and it took half a day and it was set up. Same as the Shopify store, just get it set up. People get stuck overthinking, comparing to other stores. There's no point you compare yourself to a store that's been around for 2 years and they're in a stage of actually scaling, not just starting out, and planning. If you're like me, how many YouTube videos haven't you watched, right? How many YouTube videos have you not watched just taking information but not actually putting it into practice? So just take one step. Just take the next step. The next thing that you need to do in order to get your either your shop, like your Shopify store, or your Takealot listings up and ready. List the product. Post the content, create an ad, right? Research an ad, write the script, just something, one step at a time. Actions create clarity. As you do things, it's almost like a light right on your feet, Bible reference. But essentially, as you take the next step, you'll see the next step in front of you. So actions create clarity. Remember that. Can feel frustrating with a lot of unknowns. I did just start a community, which I did want to invite you to. I think this is the first video that I'm promoting it, but essentially a really awesome community full of people at the moment. I've invited some other co-founders because I am not the expert. I do not have all the answers. However, some of my friends do have a lot more answers than me. So there's Imogen over here. She's the co-founder of Takealytics, which I've used for a long time and promoted on this channel. So she's on the community already. There's also Sarah from Stub, which is a very simple, straightforward accounting, a South African accounting company that you can use for your ecom site. I think they have a connection with Takealot. And on year 2, got the founders, Dov of Gadget, which basically helps you run your ecom site as well and your Takealot store. And then we're obviously going to be having some really cool events that they'll be leading. I'll be leading, just busy teaching and giving away some extra content. So inside the calendar, we've got different bookings once a month, which is really cool. Obviously, a lot of cool members. And you're welcome to join that down below. I am currently running a beginning special to get the first few key people on. And then after that, the price will be raised. So head on in the link, go have a look. If it's for you, if you are someone who's wanting to take actions, then join Profitly. Number 4, marketing is 80% of this game that we call e-commerce. Again, something that I wish I thought about. So you're not in the store business, you're in the marketing business, right? That goes back to number 1. If you don't have people coming to your store in the first place, who are we selling to? And then secondly, we need to keep those people coming in. We need to keep selling. We need to sell those moments, right, through marketing. We need to show that our products solve solutions as well. So we're in the marketing business. We need to learn hooks. I hate those like cheesy TikTok and Instagram hooks and things. It's not really my vibe. They do work. I know that for sure. But it's something that you have to learn. You have to learn offers, okay? We can't be selling stuff and not having good offers. Those we can sort of tweak and learn, and we need to learn content again, whether that's organic or paid. Organic, again, free, TikTok, YouTube, and then paid meta ads on Takealot. You can also obviously boost those and then pay for those ads as well. And even an average product can scale if your marketing is solid. Now, I don't know if any of you remember that there was, I don't even remember in which year, but quite a while back, there was a toy company who started selling rocks and branded really well, and it became really popular, and they sold, I don't know how many hundreds, thousands, if not millions, of rocks as toys. Marketing. Number 5, the name of the game is consistency, not luck. Yes, there's luck involved. I mean, there's people that get lucky, they post something and it just picks up, or they start selling something at the right time with the right trend, whether by research or just by luck. So there is an element of that for sure. We can't deny that. That would be silly. But most people quit too early. Again, including myself. The ones who win just keep testing, posting, and tweaking. And it's important. I wanted to make this also because, oh, there you go. It's important that we A or B test, not A to Z. All right. So what do I mean by that? A/B testing is we just test one thing at a time. If we're just going to test our hook, we just change the hooks. If we're just going to change our offer, we just change the offer. If we're going to change our headline in our copy, we change that and we wait for some data feedback. And when we get that data feedback, we can make a much more informed call, and then we move on to the next A/B test. A lot of us, or at least myself, get stuck in A to Z. I see that I don't have sales after day 1. So what do? I go change my whole site, or I go change all the pictures, or I go change the copy, and I do too many things at once. And then if it doesn't work, well, I don't know what didn't work, right? So A/B test, small things at a time, consistently. Small, consistent action beats random bursts of effort every time. Again, most of this is basically a love letter to myself, right? Like I'll stay up till 3 in the morning busy with YouTube videos one night, and then for 2 weeks I don't post. Where if I just did a little bit every single day and was consistent, can obviously see far better results. And the same with the stores, just a little bit every single day, consistently tweaking, consistently trying to just get that 1% better. Again, cliche, but it's true. Yeah, really goes a long way. So I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.